Thank you, friends, for joining another day in this pursuit of excellence. If we put in one sentence, what is the entire spiritual life is minding our mind. It is in sleepy mode, we have to wake it up. It is in the distracted mode, we have to make it single pointed. It is vague regarding what is the goal, that should be very clearly given to the mind. Again, it is confused regarding how to reach to that goal. That clarity the mind should be given, and then that mind should be made to travel in that guidance and direction. Riding on that mind, we also travel. And at the time of reaching the destination, the mind is dropped and we jump into that experience. And this has to be done all the time exclusively. The only problem in spirituality is we cannot do anything other than it. Any other thing clubbed with it, joined with it, only delays and derails our sadhana. So without delay and without derailment, if one wants to travel safely, securely, surely, and reach the destination called Paramatma, the Adhyatmika sadhana should be exclusively done. At this moment of our life, our mind and heart filled with so many ambitions and goals and visions. One of them is spiritual. This is how everyone's journey who are totally worldly and trying to become spiritual happens. But in the course of time, through the regular knowing about the glory of the Paramatma, our this attitude of balancing both of them would slowly be changed to what is expected, that I need or I want to experience Bhagavan. For that, I have to do only the Adhyatmic sadhana. I'll do only that. This stage, everyone will have to reach. And those who are serious, sincere in studying the Shastra, they all will reach. God and Guru's Krupa helps immensely in this regard. So all our satsangas are only for that. No matter it may not happen in this very moment or the day or year or life, but one day it will happen. And such people in the Shastras are said to be the Viveki Vairagi and the Moksho Jignasu. Such people go to the Guru only who teaches this Brahma Vidya, Tattva Vidya, Atma Vidya. And with that Guru, the only purpose again is the same one. Guru also to such deserving disciple gives only the Mukti Vidya, and gaining that Bauddhika Vidya, the sadhaka does sadhana and becomes from the Jignasu to the Jnani, from the Mumukshu to the Mukta. So we are traveling in that direction. It is happening, it will happen. But if we can also try to be conscious and see whether these listenings of the classes or shastras are they bringing this necessary transformation in us. What conscious effort I can put to bring this transformation very soon and pakka. If one can think in these lines and do what is in the hands of, then such person is enhancing his own speed of sadhana. Otherwise, also, when we are with the Guru at the feet of the Guru, we are regular and sincere in our Shravana Adi. That time also that will happen. But there is a chance of speeding up the progress when we also contribute. So let us recognize this ability and possibility of Purushartha, and let us add it to the God's and Guru's grace which we are receiving through our regular satsanga. So may the Lord, the Shruti Mata, Guru Parampara, that way give crystal clear picture to our hearts regarding where to reach and what to do and how to prepare. Like every day, today also, we are giving chance to the Lord, to Shruti Mata and Guru, and to ourselves also. Let us see, can we add some more convictions, some more strengths, some more, the steps in the travel towards the Paramatma. Our classes today are the Taittiriya, the Brahmananda Valli, the eighth Anuvakam, beautiful in that the Bhaya Meemamsa is done. Now we will start today the Ananda Meemamsa. Great, very useful topic. Very oft quoted in many places. Then in the Yoga Darshanam, last few sutras of our first Samadhi Pada. What is Sabija, Nirvija, Sampragnata Samadhi and Sampragnata? That discussion will be sometime. In the Mundaka Upanishad, we will see how from Paramatma only everything came, and Paramatma is there in every one of them, yet he is not touched by any one of them, and that Paramatma Tattva are we. In Gita also will be shown today Shukla and Krishna Marg. In our evening classes of Bhagavatam, Dvadasha Skandham, the beautiful continuation of Sutaji's Upadesha to Shaunakadi. In the Dashama Skandha, the Rukmini Sandesha request to Lord, we'll see it today entirely. And lastly, in Adhyatma Ramayanam, so concluding portion again of the Ashtama Sarga, where Sampati having narrated his story and the Chandra Rishi's teachings to him. He just takes leave from them, wishing them all the best for finding Sitaji. And in our Ashtottaras, we will be studying. We have done the Dhairya Lakshmi, Dhanya Lakshmi, and Dhana Lakshmi. Maybe today, Vidya Lakshmi, or let us see, Santana Lakshmi, some of them. So let us start with our first program of chanting Yash Chandasam 6 times. Once we come to the class, this 1 hour is whatever is given, accept it as the Guru Parampara's giving, and without allowing the mind to mutter and the intellect to think smart. With humbleness of surrender, let us do what we are told to do. So let us do the chanting of Yash Chandasam mantra 6 times. The meaning is known. We are addressing Om, which is the Amrita came out of the churning of all the Vedas, and rather all Vedas are expression of Omkara. This we will see in 12th Skanda today in Bhagavatam. And that Om Bhagavan we are asking to bless us with the upholding of the Brahma Jnana in our Medas. So to Sharira Vicharshanam Jihva Madhumattama Karnabhyam Bhuri Vishruvam, then Shrutam Me Gopaya. May our Laukika Prajna do not conceal your glory and your upasana. And when you know more, O Omkara Bhagavan, conceal or hide from us our own Paramatma Anubhuti. This is how the beautiful meaning of this mantra. And see how nice are the prayers in this, the sankalpas in this, the pratignyas in that, and the practices. Very sacred, very holy, very divine. Such Veda mantra Ucharana and Manana Chintana, few years when we delve in or dwell in, definitely the grace of all the divine expressions qualifies us for the subtler and higher and inner journeys. Let's start. ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मण कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मण कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मण कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मण कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मण कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मण कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ॐ विदितानमया विशदैककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो धृतमेव विदेहि कृपां सहजां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यं एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। ओं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। ओं श्री वेदव्यास वैशंपायन याज्ञवल्क्यादि शंकरादि वेदांताचार्येभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहिन्दवसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानपुनर्जागरणविश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं तत्कृतसमस्तसाधकभक्तानां धर्मसंस्थापनकार्ये नित्यनिरन्तरदिग्विजयप्राप्त्यर्थं विश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगतिद्वारा विश्वशान्तिकल्याणैकताप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रीकृष्णयजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय आरण्यकान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः श्री आद्यशङ्करभाष्यसमेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ॐ यस्माज्जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रणीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः। यैरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं। तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते। शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वरिमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवदो तद्वक्तारमवदो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ अथ द्वितीया ब्रह्मानन्दवल्ली। ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ अथ अष्टमोऽनुवाकः। ॐ भीषास्माद्वातपवते भीषोदेति सूर्यः भीषास्मादग्निश्चेन्द्रश्च मृत्युर्धावति पञ्चम इति सैषानन्दस्य मीमांसा भवति। युवा स्यात् साधु युवाध्यायकः आशिष्ठो दृढिष्ठो बलिष्ठः तस्येयं पृथिवी सर्वा वित्तस्य पूर्णा स्यात् स एको मानुष आनन्दः। ये शतं मानुष आनन्दाः स एको मनुष्यगन्धर्वाणामानन्दः। श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ये शतं मनुष्यगन्धर्वाणामानन्दाः स एको देवगन्धर्वाणामानन्दः। श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ये शतं देवगन्धर्वाणामानन्दाः स एकः पितॄणां चिरलोकलोकानामानन्दः। श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ये शतं पितॄणां चिरलोकलोकानामानन्दाः स एक आजानजानान् देवानामानन्दः। श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ये शतमाजानजानान् देवानामानन्दाः स एकः कर्मदेवानां देवानामानन्दः। ये कर्मणा देवानभियन्ते श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं कर्मदेवानां देवानामानन्दाः स एको देवानामानन्दः। श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं देवानामानन्दाः स एक इन्द्रस्यानन्दः। श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतमिन्द्रस्यानन्दाः स एको बृहस्पतेरानन्दः। श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं बृहस्पतेरानन्दाः स एकः प्रजापतेरानन्दः। श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं प्रजापतेरानन्दाः स एको ब्रह्मण आनन्दः। श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य स यश्चायं पुरुषे यश्चासावादित्ये स एकः स य एवं विद अस्माल्लोकात् प्रेत्य एतमन्नमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामते एतं प्राणमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामते एतं मनोमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामते एतं विज्ञानमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामते एतमानन्दमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामते तदप्येष श्लोको भवति। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। We have to ascertain the presence of Parabrahma. We have to also become very clear about the nearest indicative lakshanas of Parabrahma. We also must know the location of that Parabrahma. We also must know what are the qualifications which we have to gain to reach to that Parabrahma. And we also have to know what are the means or methods or techniques by which that Parabrahma Anubhuti is gained. So all Upanishads talk in their own way these topics. Here also, Taittiriya Upanishad guiding us in all these aspects. Now, again and again, the same thing is taught to us in different way. So we have to be conscious in listening to Shruti Mata and Bhashyakara and grasp what they are trying to convey. Especially in the sixth and seventh Anuvakas exhaustively, we saw the establishment of the existence of Brahmavastu as Asti. So wherever the life is there, prananam, ananam is happening. Wherever the actions are happening, karmas, sukrutam are happening. Wherever the results are coming, each of them are nothing but establishing the presence of Parabrahma. This technique of establishing Parabrahma's presence while going through everything, if we can discover, we are understanding what is spiritual sadhana. Then whether there is rasa aswadana, whether there is trupti aswadana, whether there is ananda aswadana, all of them prove the existence of Brahman. While teaching all this, right from the fifth Anuvaka, what started? The comparative picture between the Asat Purusha who doesn't believe in the existence of Brahman and the Sat Purusha who is believing in the existence of Brahman, those two contrast pictures are taken, and that is how the explanation is continuing. So here we have come up to this point ki wherever the Ananda. The other way around, it is he in whose presence the Ananda everyone is getting. Little higher stage, it is Parabrahma alone expressing in the form of the world for his own sake to express his Ananda. So these are little higher thoughts. If not today, maybe after few years of listening, we will be able to comprehend. In that seventh Anuvaka, toward the end, so beautifully, what is brought to us is that the human beings are of two types. One are the Bhaya Grasta, second are the Bhaya Rahita. So, for both of them, for having fear, for an avidyavan or ajnani, and also for the Vidwan to have the Bhaya Rahitya, both of them, the cause is Parabrahman. This is what is the training we have to learn from Shruti Mata. If anything is happening at the outer world level or inner upadhi level, through them we should be able to ascertain, strengthen in us the conviction about the presence of Parabrahma. And where is he? How to find him? Were already told. In what way he is. He is there Satyam Jnanavanantam Brahma. He is there in the cave of our heart, and he has to be found with the Panchakosha, Vivek. Even then, there will be doubt about his presence. Therefore, to remove that doubt and to fully come into the conviction about not only the presence of Parabrahman, but also to know that he alone is reality on whom the world is superimposed. And most importantly for us, the most important, all Shastras only purpose is this, that to be convinced that only in the realization of this Brahman, that there is the redemption to me from all troubles, all bondages, all limitations, all sukha, whichever we are going through. So, vidvad avidushoho abhaya bhaya hetutvat brahma asti. Now here very minute things. One is simple, second minute. What is what? Simple thing is what? For the bhaya rahitya, okay, there must be something with the support of whom the bhaya rahitya is there. Now, the Vidwan case let us take. Now, Vidwan is never frightened, even though all the frightening situations around him are there, threatening his own life. Yet he will not be afraid. Why? The logic is something should be there as a support for being fearless. And what is their support for him? What he has got. And he is called as Vidwan because he has gained the Brahmajnana. Therefore, the presence of that Brahman is the only cause in Vidwan for being fearless. So too the little subtler thing, the next one, even the avidwan. And who is avidwan? Udaram antaram kurute, who is maintaining slightest also even difference from the Brahman. Immediately from that Brahman only he gets the fear. Because little away we have gone from Brahman and we made ourselves as a Jiva, we got into the Upadhi Chakra. Then the Brahman being the entire universe. And we are afraid of the universe, so anything it may be, and that universe, whether it is in the form of mother or father or even Ishvara or Ishtadeva or the Guru, from him only we are afraid. Because everything is nothing other than Brahman. So from whomever we are afraid from the Brahman only. And why that fear has come? Because we are maintaining Ud Aram Antaram Kurute. So therefore, by becoming Vidwan, in which we discover our oneness with Parabrahma, alone we transcend the fears and the fears causing isolation from Brahma called as Jiva Bhava. So these are the very most important and crucial things which as a Vedantin, as an Advaita Jnana sadhakas, as the Upanishad Vidyarthi, we have to catch unambiguously. Okay. Then, after talking about Vidwan and Avidwan, in the same Saptamonvaka, in general, Saptamonvaka ending, then Sambandha Bhashya to the Ashtamonvaka, what was proved was entire Jagat is running consciously, dynamically. And all that is because if they don't run, somebody is there behind them to punish. Therefore, out of the fear of that, they are all running. And what is that something behind the entire world, chasing the world as if with the hunter in hand? That alone again is Parabrahma only. That topic was very touchy, very beautiful. How wonderfully Bhagavan Adi Shankara explained to us step by step. That uchedya and uchedaka. Uchedya vastu when is there and seen, then only the uchedaka is frightened about uchedanam. All that discussion. And the entire world thinks itself to be the uchedaka and goes through the uchedanam. So there must be an uchedya, they think, therefore they are frightened of uchedanam, and there is some uchedaka. And who is the Uchedaka? The Brahman only. Therefore, the world, wherever, anywhere, there is running, understand that it is because of fear. And wherever there is fear, understand that the fear caused is by the Brahman. How? Because of being away from Brahman. And the same thing, not only every Vidwan or Avidwan have the Brahman as the cause for Bhaya Abhaya, entire universe, in everything also there is same thing. But more particularly to bring to our notice, the phenomenal gods whom we worship, themselves they are Ishwaras, themselves they are Sarva Samartha, themselves they are independently can do a lot. And yet, even those devatas are niyamita rupena doing their pravartana, their all works because of the fear of Parabrahma. Therefore, that indicates the presence of Parabrahma. Few phenomenal forces or the devatas are mentioned here. For example, all other we have to add in there. This is where the eighth Anuvaka started. So in this eighth Anuvaka, in the three portions, the first portion is about the big devatas also are busily engaged in their work out of the fear of Brahman only, that he may withdraw, then they no more exist. And it's a poetic way, it's a devotional way put by the Shruti Mata. That way only let us understand. Even big devatas also are afraid of him. What to talk about all of us? Then we added a thing there. When the sense of separation is there for them from Brahma, then their functioning is out of fear. But when the sense of separation is removed and replaced by oneness, then their reason for working is not the sense of fear, but it is out of love. Like a subordinate in a bank or in an office and the boss or owner. So that the subordinate or the worker works out of fear. I may not get the salary or I may be removed from the job. But the owner doesn't work out of fear, he works out of love because it is my factory, my company. In the same way, those who identify with Paramatma, they also work, but not out of fear, but out of love. And those who don't identify, again, they may lose their own existence. Because of that fear, relentlessly, they are all working. So, by this, what is shown? Not only the trupti, the rasaswadana, the ananda, the sakala jivana vivahara, even the vyashti and samashti, even adhisthana devatas, fear and fearlessness, all of them indicate the presence of Parabrahma. And yet, Parabrahma is not clear because he is not Vishesha Yukta, he is Nirvishesha, and he is not in the Vyavahara, Nirvyavahara. Then only in the cave of our heart he has to be experienced as ourselves. At the most, the explanation can be about him is Satyam Jnanam Ananda. So this portion of the Bhaya Hetu is Parabrahma. Therefore Parabrahma Asti is proved. Yesterday we studied. Now the very interesting aspect about it is what? That the Brahman who is the cause of Bhaya alone is the cause of Ananda also. Very interesting. Like the parents who are the cause of Bhaya alone are cause of Ananda. When we are devoted to them, they take care of us so much. So too the Guru Shishya Sambandha. Guru is the cause of Bhaya for the disciple if he doesn't do sadhana. But the Guru itself is the cause of Ananda because he will bless when the disciple is very good, growing nicely in sadhana. Everywhere is the case. So here also Ananda Swarupa hi Parabrahma hai, Ananda Hetu hi Parabrahma hai. Now, this Ananda as a Meemamsa we have to do. This is the topic where we have reached yesterday up to. Okay, what was said? Why is the need of Meemamsa of the Ananda? Question was asked by Purva Pakshi or Bhashyakara himself telling. Ananda Meemamsa has to be done just to know whether this Ananda of the Brahmana is like the Vishayi Ananda. Like I, the Vishayi, get the Ananda from the Vishaya. Shabda Sparsha Ropana Sagandha. Is the Brahmana like that? If that is the case, then that also is conditional. That also is limited. That also is effortful. Is it not? And every Vishaya Ananda of a Vishayi is followed by Dukkha only. Because khatam ho gaya na? Then the Brahma Ananda also will have these limitations. Then why should I struggle to reach to the Brahman to have that Ananda which is similar to that of Vijayananda? Let me enjoy Vijayananda. Is it not? Therefore, is it like the Vishayananda or it is Swasya Ananda, Swarupa Ananda? When it is Swasya Ananda, then all these limitations are not there. Hmm. To reach to that conviction, first intellectually, then experience on the seat of meditation, later on, the necessity of Ananda Mimamsa. So, here also, to put in precise words, from the Manushya unit Ananda up to the Hiranyagarbha Ananda, 100 folds in between 10 to 12 categories are told. In Brihadaranyaka Chandogya, also this topic comes. In one place there are lesser, 7 or 8, another place 1 or 2 more are added in between stages. And the very Ashcharya Chakita Vishaya is what wonder of wonders. Having explained the Brahma Deva Hiranyagarbha's Ananda to be 100 times then Prajapati, which is again 100 times then Brahaspati Indra and all, he is said to be that Brahma Deva's Ananda. Okay. Hiranyagarbha is said to be like a drop of water in the ocean when the ocean is the Parabrahma Ananda. Now, in this the audition, if we listen it consciously with faith, without biasness, without the feeling of हाँ ये तो अतिशयोक्ति कह रहे हैं हमको मनवाने के लिए, if all this nonsense is dropped, Okay? And truly we accept what is said by Shruti Mata, will we go for anything other than Parabrahma Ananda? Clear about it. All the effort of Shruti Mata is only three folds. First, establishing the existence of Parabrahma. Second is giving to us the glory of the Parabrahma. Third, by indicating sadhana, reaching us to that Parabrahma Anubhuti. These are the three main purposes of Shruti Mata, Upanishad, Guru, and all satsangas. And this is how Jiva gets emancipated. Else, in his own Raga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodha, Vasana, is only with Dehadi, Upadhi, Tadatmya, wandering in only in the world from one life to the other, as we saw Chandra Rishi explained yesterday wonderfully to our Sampati. Choice always is ours. So now let us see the Brahma Ananda Meemamsa. Ananda Meemamsa taking out to the Brahma Deva Ananda, and ये कुछ भी नहीं है in front of Parabrahma Ananda. Because one Brahma Devas Ananda is this much, but how many Brahma Devas are there? As many as Brahmandas are there. How many Brahmandas are there? Ananta Koti. देखो अनंत कोटि ब्रह्मांड में रहने वाले अनंत कोटि ब्रह्म देवों को आनंद देने वाला एक पर ब्रह्म. How big he must be, how anandi he must be. You can't calculate it. That is his swarupa. That will be our experience. Just like all the rivers of the world are nothing but in the ocean only. Or every drop of water is nothing but from ocean only. So how big is ocean if the rivers and the rivulets and the wells or the lakes are of so much water? How much water must be in the ocean, which is a source of all rivers? That way we can understand. And this is how, having heard from Guru Shruti Mata, first to get convinced in the mind. Then that mind which is convinced should take along with it samjha buja ke the mind and senses in the direction of pursuit of that Brahman. Then again, right from the step one of clear understanding of Brahman is Upalabdhisthana, then Upalabdhi Paddhati, again revise back, become pakka, and then really start walking till the experience is gained. This is our job. You and I are seated for this purpose. May it happen to all of us. Now, okay, let us start from this Sambandha Bhashya. Tasya asya brahmana anandasya esha meemamsa vicharana bhavati. Tasya asya brahmana, that Brahman. Which Brahman? Who is said to be the cause of Bhaya and Bhayarahita to Avidwan and Vidwan? Who is said to be the giver of Ananda to all? Who is said to be the giver of Trupti, Rasa, and Pranana Kriya, Anana Kriya? All we have seen of the Brahman, Anandasya, of his Ananda, Esha Meemamsa Bhavati. This is how the Meemamsa is there. Okay, Meemamsa is Vicharana, inquiry, contemplation. Okay, and in that contemplation, what is done? Okay, depending on the upadhis, the Brahma Ananda is reflecting in different grades. And upadhi yukta or upadhi through upadhi expressing Ananda itself, if it is so glorious, how must be the Nirupadhika Brahma Ananda, that we have to understand, that we have to feel. It cannot be quantified. It cannot be calculated and shown. But then, through that inexplicable explanation effort, we are made to convince about the glory of Parabrahma. Then, exclusively the Brahma Anveshana only we may take up, which is very essential for quick and ascertained or assured reaching of Brahman. And if we are not convinced, if we are not serious in our path, then we are again and again disturbed in our mind to go here and there. And also, we don't walk. Then our own progress is delayed. So, Shruti Mata, along with guiding us toward the goal through means, she also takes care of not allowing us to get distracted, derailed. She gives proper signals and loop lines so that there is no derailment or accident. And we have to respect Mother Shruti and Guru Parampara even for that also. And all that they do, not for any expectation from us for them. Sheer love, compassion. That these jivas are suffering, lack of Brahmagnana, identify the upadhi, may they be helped. And may they. Now you see the tears of those people in that Orissa tragedy, who the villagers coming and looking at them, they did everything to save them, sheer out of love. They are not taking the cell phone and taking the selfies like the town nonsense people do. कोई मर रहा है सेल्फी ले रहे हो उसके साथ. No, they were just, it was really touching. That's why the Prime Minister and all congratulated. That is called as love. Out of the sheer love they have done. So here also. So the Anandasya Meemamsayaha Avashyakata Asti of this Brahman. Here again the question is कि तस्य अस्य ब्रह्मणः आनन्दस्य एषा मीमांसा विचारणा भवति. So the conditional happiness only is so great, then how the unconditional Brahman must be giving us Ananda. So then we should go for what? With conviction. So the Shruti Mata, along with giving all of that, out of her sheer love, Shruti and our Gurus protect us from derailments because they know we are innocent. We are guided by, forced by our own inner ignorances and vasanas. Unfortunately, whom we are owning, and unfortunately, whom we are befriending. हमारे शत्रुओं को ही हम अपना दोस्त मानकर बिठाकर उनका सलाह लेकर अपने ही दुर्गति की तरफ जा रहे हैं. श्रुति माता knows it, Guru knows it, therefore he is helping us, guiding us. When as a human you are given all facilities to reach to the Brahma Ananda, which is ocean sthaniya, why are you going for other Anandas which are like the drop of water? Brahma Deva's Ananda is like a drop. If it's so, then what is the calculation of the human being Ananda? Not even a kana. And for that we are struggling only to end up in disappointment. Only because we are uninformed. We are not having the Shastra Jnana about the Paramatma. Whose fault? Let us not inquire into this. At least now we got into the information level of the Shastra through that the presence of Paramatma. Let us recognize our responsibility of our own efforts now to know more clearly and to decide for ourselves and walk in this path. अब देखो जो गलतियां होते हैं ना उसके थोड़ा सीखना है तो सीखें. दृष्टि हमेशा हमेशा हमारा आगे सही रास्ते में जाने का होना है. So let's not worry about what happened in the past. But right now, let us be concerned. So, an information, little interesting. Then make that information strong knowledge, therefore, it becomes a conviction that the Brahma Ananda is so glorious, we should pursue only that to the exclusion of everything else. अब देखते देखते क्या होगा ना, when we reach the Brahman, we are in the top of the world. बाकी सब भटक रहे. There's no comparison, I'm just saying. Like a person who failed in exams or any cricket, silently few months or years he practiced himself. With that practice, when he got the opportunity, he performed in such a way, so suddenly it became a sensation only. कहाँ से आया suddenly? Suddenly कोई आता नहीं. There is a silent practice. So too, you and I with conviction, silently when we practice, that blast happens one day, that truth we come very close to and we even experience it. That's our purpose. So, tasya etasya brahmanaha esha anandasya meemamsa vicharana bhavati. Of that Brahman is the main mantra. After saying that, murtyur dhavati panchamaiti saishanandasya meemagam sa bhavati. Sa esha tasya brahmanaha anandasya meemamsa bhavati. Kim bhavati? Meemamsa bhavati. Kasya meemamsa bhavati? Anandasya. Ananda kasya brahmanah. Kim brahmanah tasya netasya. So tasya etasya brahmanah anandasya mimamsa bhavati. That is esha. Tasya esha mimamsa bhavati. Tasya esha anandasya. Sa esha sa esha anandasya mimamsa bhavati. This is a mantra. Keep the mantra book also side पे. उसी का भाष्य से हम पढ़ रहे हैं. Question is asked. What is it? कि किम आनंदस्य मीमांस्यम इति उच्यते. So what is there to do the मीमांसा in the आनंद? Enjoy करो. काय का है उसमें मीमांसा? What is there to do विचारणा? कि किम आनंदो विषय विषयी संबंध जनितः लौकिक आनंदवत्, है ना? Like a लौकिक आनंद is that Brahma Ananda Vishaya Vishayi Janita. Again, we told already, lot of effort will be involved. Always there is a fear of expected result. It may not come the expected quantity. It may not even stay with us for long. If it is a Vishaya Ananda. If that is the case, then why should we struggle so much to get Brahmananda? Which is so tough, go beyond all Pancha Koshas and do. Instead of that, at every Kosha level where we are already lost, we are enjoying it. मजा आ रहा है. दिमाग से किसी को तंग कर रहे, we are enjoying. Emotionally किसी को trouble कर रहे, we are enjoying. Through sense organs, by scolding someone, we are happy. मिल ही रहा है हमको ना sadistic आनंद, विषय आनंद, है ना? शब्द स्पर्श रूप रसगंध इमोशंस एंड ऑल. मजा आ रहा है. Why are you telling us to leave all that and go for that Brahmananda, which is also like Vishaya Vishaya? Is it so? No. The Mimamsa is done for this. Is it like that, or ahosit swabhavikaha, or is it swabhavika ananda of Brahman? Swabhavika hai, to we become Brahman, then that ananda is with us, effortless, permanent. Permanent and effortless. It's with us, and then you will not do anything to retain it or to hold on to it, और रह जाएगा बस. इति एवं ऐसा आनंद से मीमांसा. This is the purpose for which the Ananda Mimamsa is being given here. So very clear. So by giving the purpose of Ananda Mimamsa, what is to be caught, that also is taught. What is to be caught? Know this, that the Brahmananda is ki Swasya Ananda, Swabhavika Ananda, in the sense his Swabhava itself, Swarupa itself is Ananda. He himself is Ananda, Swarupa. He is not like the Vishayas, the reflected Ananda. उनका स्वरूप ही नेचर ही आनंद है. लाइक द सूर्य भगवान का नेचर ही रोशनी है, अग्नि का नेचर ही जलाना है, वाटर का नेचर ही दैट सैपिडिटी है. यू अंडरस्टैंड? इन द सेम वे परब्रह्म का स्वभाव ही आनंद. वंडरफुल इट इज. Now all these only at 1 or 1.5 decades when we listen, na, we enter into the subtlety of understanding. ऊपर ऊपर सुपरफिशियल में पहले 1 आध 2 साल में नहीं होता. Now you see after 3 years almost, है ना, that slowly little thinking and understanding happening to you and I. कंटिन्यू करेंगे तो और डेप्थ आएगा. अब आगे यहाँ तक तो रुकना क्यों, पीछे जाना क्यों, आगे ही बढ़ेंगे. टेक दैट स्ट्रॉन्ग डिसीजन. नाउ अवतारिका फॉर दिस आनंद मीमांसा की. लिसन, तत्र लेट अस डिस्कस बिफोर टेकिंग अप कि युवाः स्यात् साधु युवाध्यायकः आशिष्टो दृढ़िष्टो बलिष्ठः. दिस विल बी द आनंद मीमांसा बिगिनिंग. उसको बोलने से पहले some discussion here Bhagavan Shankara gives in the avatarika for this Ananda Mimamsa. Tatra laukikaha anandaha bahya adhyatmika sadhana sampatti nimittaha उत्कृष्टः. हम्म 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 Okay, tatra laukika ananda, the worldly ananda, bahya, external, adhyatmika, our own internal, sadhana sampatti nimittaha. Is it not? The laukika ananda is, we have explained yesterday, the outer amenities as well as our own faculties. Depending on this is the laukika ananda. It is Utkrishta. Why is it Utkrishta? Because it is not a Rakshasa Ananda. It is not by cheating someone, etc. We only with our own inner Antakarana made proper, we worked out, let us say, we got the Vishayas conducive to us. From that we got the Ananda. Okay. Yaha Eshaha Nirdishyate Brahma Ananda Anugamartham. So, these Anandas, why they are in Parampara told directly, you can tell the Brahmananda, na? The reason is they are all told only for Brahma Ananda Anugamartham, to come to the understanding about the glory of the Brahma Ananda. This Laukika Ananda and its Prashasti is being told at this level. So to say, ki if these Laukika Anandas are of this glorious state, then what must be the Brahma Ananda, which is the source of all that? To make us understand and accept that the beginning of or the talk or the discussion begins with the Laukika Ananda Prashamsa. Prashamsa means it is being enumerated. It is brought as a part of the Upanishad. ठीक है से उपनिषद में सीधा ब्रह्मानंद को नहीं बताते हुए ये क्यों बताएं? Only to say that these are all from Brahmananda. Then if they are so wonderful, how great the Brahmananda must be. So it is a guidance also here, it is a caution also here. Both are same thing. What is it? You are studying now the Brahmananda, you are also studying all other levels of Ananda. Mind you, both. Don't get enchanted in any of these limited Anandas and get lost. This is the caution given by giving this explanation. And the guidance is what? All these Anandas are told only to do the Nirdesha about the glory of the Brahmananda for our conviction, thereafter pursuit. So, tatra laukika ananda bahya adhyatmika sadhana sampatti nimittaha and utkrishtaha. What is utkrishtaha? It is ananda itself is utkrishtaha. Why become miserable? Human being, at least animals cannot be happy. They're only, what do you say? उनको खाना दो, they जीते हैं बस वो, उनको खुशी का वगैरह का डिस्कशन नहीं होता. But we seek the ananda, getting ananda is utkrishta jivanam. Therefore, this laukika ananda is great, utkrishta better. Then sahaya eshaha nirdishyate brahma ananda anugamartham. So that the nirdesha of all these anandas are given not to inspire us to go for them, but only to guide us to the Brahma Ananda, Anugama. Anugama is समझना. तो ब्रह्मा आनंद के महिमा का समझदारी के लिए Brahmananda you can't understand, you have to only experience. But its glory to be understood. Second point. Third, अनेन हि प्रसिद्धेन आनंदेन व्यावृत्त विषय बुद्धि गम्यः आनंदः अनुगन्तुं शक्यते. See? How beautiful is it? अनेन हि. अनेन हि means in this paddhati technique only. Prasiddhena anandena. That ananda which is told to be prasiddha. व्यावृत्त विषय बुद्धि गम्य आनंद अनुगंतुम शक्यते. व्यावृद्ध बुद्धि विषय मीन्स वन, बुद्धि से परे जाने वाले, परे रहने वाले आनंद को प्रयत्न पूर्वकता से पाने का संभावना होता है. सो बुद्धि मीन्स योर उपाधि अंतःकरण. तो एवरीबडी अदर देन ब्रह्मन इज द उपाधि युक्त ओनली, इंक्लूडिंग ब्रह्मदेव हिरण्यगर्भ. And upadhi is antakarana. And difference between his and our upadhi is his antakarana upadhi is infinite and highly refined and pure shuddha sattva. Now in that shuddha sattva antakarana of that Brahmadeva and even the lower devatas which come in this list, then Brahmananda reflects. So buddhi antakarana reflected ananda of these people is, if it is of so great, then the buddhi means antakarana means upadhi rahita shuddha brahma ananda. How great it would be to make us understand this. The Ananda Mimamsa is told. First Ananda Mimamsa, why is it told? To prove that it is the Swasya Swanubhava Swananda. It is not is it's a Swabhavika Ananda, not like Vishaya Vishay. Okay? Why the Ananda Mimamsa done? And why this type of Ananda Mimamsa is done, wherein this is Manushya Ananda, then 100 times is Manushya Gandharva Ananda, then Ajana Jana Deva Ananda, then Pitrunam Charaloka Loka Ananda, then Karma Devanam Ananda, Devanam Ananda, Indasya Ananda, Brahaspati Ananda, Prajapati Ananda, Brahmana Ananda. इतना लंबा लिस्ट छड़ी क्यों लगाई? Only to prove that the possibilities in this world of being happy can be 100 times multiplied if the reflecting media of Ananda called as Antakarana is made purer and purer. Please remember, purer the Antakarana, greater the reflection of Brahma as Ananda. So the possibilities are told, first of all. Second is what? The most important is what? Not only possibilities are told, if this reflected Ananda in the Antakarana, of course, of the Shuddha, these jivas, is so glorious. If the then the Buddhi or Antakarana Rahita Shuddha Brahmananda, how great it should be. Again, I am repeating, all these Manushya, Deva, Deva Gandharva, ये सारे कौन हैं? जीव ही हैं, जिनके अंतःकरण अत्यंत रिफाइन होता जा रहा है आगे जाते जाते जाते. In that prayanam, the highly purified, refined antakarna kiska hai? Brahmadeva, who is called Hiranyagarbha. Therefore, in him, the Ananda is Parakashta, ultimate. Which Ananda? Reflected Ananda. Like Yoga Darshana yesterday we saw, in the Karya Karana Meemamsa, the Alinga Parivasanam Sukshma Vishayatvam. So, the reflected Ananda सबसे ज़्यादा ब्रह्म देव हिरण्यगर्भ में होता है. फाइनल, उससे ज़्यादा आनंदी कोई हो ही नहीं सकता. रिफ्लेक्टेड. Now the reflected Ananda, if it is so glorious, pure Ananda, Vritti Rahita, Shuddha Ananda, Bimba Ananda, not Pratibimba Ananda, which belongs to Brahman, which is Swarupa of Brahman, Swabhava of the Brahman, how wonderful it must be. And as a human being, without going through all these intermediate stages, through the study of Upanishad Vedanta and through the contemplation, directly to that Brahmananda, which surpasses all these Anandas, one can reach. Now, is it understandable? Is it acceptable? Do you think it is possible? Are you ready for it? Yes, answer is yes for all that. Then all the best. Bon voyage. You will reach it. देखो. So, अनेन हि प्रसिद्धेन आनंदेन व्यावृत्त विषय बुद्धिगम्यः आनंदः अनुगन्तुं शक्यते. In this way, having heard the prasiddhi of the Anandas, depending on the ashuddhi of the buddhis, will be taught about the Ananda, which is buddhi atita. We are made to understand about the glory of the buddhi atita parabrahma Ananda intuitively, inferentially. अब यही इतना महान है तो वो कितना. Like a man of 80, very active, dynamic. Then inferential. अरे 80 साल में आप इतने एक्टिव हो तो फिर 40-30 में तो और भी बहुत होंगे. We have not seen his 40-30, but we infer. Because at this age he is so high, fast and active, dynamic, how he must be. So to the other way, at the age of 25, if the stupid fellow is like a buffalo lazy, you can infer at the age of 50 what he will be. The negative example. Is it not? So to buddhi में reflected आनंदा is so beautiful. बुद्धि नहीं है, बुद्धि अतीत स्थिति है. बुद्धि में अंतःकरण, अंतःकरण उपाधि, उपाधि condition. The unconditional bliss will be how great. Brahmananda is unconditional. So then अनुगंतुम शक्यते. बुद्धिगम्यः कि व्यावृत्त विषय व्यावृद्ध बुद्धिगम्य. तो both व्यावृत्त विषय and बुद्धिगम्यः आनंदः अनुगंतुम शक्यते. So this is another way of saying. So Vyavrutta Vishya means विषयों को सारा छोड़कर विषयानंद को. बुद्धिगम्य means what? Through the intellectual inquiry, already existing Brahman in the heart, which is of infinite bliss, one can get convinced about, one can walk in that path. For that sake, this Ananda Mimamsa is done. So Vyavrutta Vishaya Buddhigamya is one meaning. That buddhi which is freed from the Vishayas, that Ananda. Or Vyavrutta Vishaya is one topic. Freed from, refrained from, withdrawn from the Vishayas. Then Buddhigamya means what? Which buddhi? The Shastra Jnana Janita Buddhi, in which we have learned every art to enter into the Vijnanamaya Kosha and discover that Sat Brahma there. Anugantum Shakyate, that one can reach to that experience. For this sake, this Meemamsa is being taught to us. So simple, if Vishayananda is so great, then Nirvishayananda how great? And this Nirvishayananda, Buddhi Gamya means what? Through the inquiry only, we reach into the cave of heart. And in that, through Vicharana, as closer and closer we need to reach to Paramatma, even that Vicharana is dropped or transcended, we discover our oneness with Him. Okay. Mhm. 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 Now, this next para is, I tell you, Bhagavan Adi Shankara, testing our patience and our intellection subtlety. One huge continuous sentence he is put without full stop. मजेदार है इसका आदिशंकर भगवान का ये बात वेरी क्यूट. I'll read it for you and one by one sentence we explain. He says, लौकिकः अपि आनन्दः ब्रह्मानन्दस्य एव मात्रा अविद्यया तिरस्क्रियमाणे विज्ञाने उत्कृष्यमाणायां च विद्यायां ब्रह्मादिभिः कर्मवशात् यथा विज्ञानं विषयादिसाधनसम्बन्धवशात् च विभाव्यमानः च लौके अनवस्थितः लौकिकः संपद्यते. एक ही सेंटेंस इट इज. इसको without seeing the Bhashya, simply Bhatai means all these devatas which are mentioned here, what Ananda they are getting is actually the Brahmananda only. But why they are getting this? Because their Jnanam about Brahman is covered by Avidya, and depending on their own vasanas and desires, they are doing this or that. That's how they are getting these Anandas again from Brahman only, including the Brahma Deva. ब्रह्म देव तक सब लोग अविद्यावश से अपने अंदर के संस्कार वासना कर्म के अनुसार ब्रह्म आनंद को ही रिफ्लेक्टेड आनंद के रूप में दे आर गेटिंग थ्रू डिफरेंट डिफरेंट थिंग्स. अविद्यावशात. Therefore, there is no ananda in Vishayas or anything else in other than in Brahman. Only Brahma में ही आनंद है, ये निर्धारण. So the sentence is लौकिकः अपि आनन्दः. See, I am explaining now while studying the Bhashya. Even the Laukika Anandas also Brahmanandasya eva matraha. They are all only the part and parcel of the Brahmananda only. Matra means parcel, part and parcel. A quantification, a limitation. Matra in Sanskrit means thoda sa, a quantity. That's how the tablet. Matra कहते हैं उसको. है ना? Why matra the tablets are called? Because उसको उतने ही मात्रा में लेना है. कम लेने से असर नहीं होगा, ज्यादा लेने से मरेगा. सी दैट मात्रा इज डोसेज. मॉर्निंग एक, शाम को दोपहर में, शाम को ऐसे 10 दिन. सो आप जल्दी ठीक होना है करके 30 टैबलेट एक ही दिन नहीं लेना, मर जाओगे. उसको उतना ही मात्रा में उतने दिन मात्रा तक लेना है. उसके साथ ये मात्र भोजन करना है, वो वाला भोजन नहीं करना. दैट इज कॉल्ड मात्रा. सो लौकिकः अपि आनन्दः ब्रह्म आनन्दस्य एव मात्रा. Clear? Up to this much is understood. It's a part of. It's an expression of the Brahmananda only. उसका एक part parcel, a particle, मात्र. लौकिक आनंदः अपि ब्रह्मानन्दस्य एव मात्रा. One. Second is what? Why this लौकिक आनंद all the devatas are going to? Why not they are going directly for Brahmananda? Explanation is given. कि ब्रह्मानंदे से मात्रा अविद्यया तिरस्क्रियमाणे विज्ञाने. Then the Brahma who is there in their own heart, they should have the Vijnana of the Brahman, but avidyaya tiraskriyamane Vijnane. That I am Brahman, this Vijnana is tiraskruta, rejected by them, by their avidya. Point one. The first point is one, Laukika Ananda, also the Brahma Ananda only. Second, a question, then why they are not pursuing directly Brahmananda? Why they are going for the other Laukika Ananda or Vishayananda? Because this avidya tiraskriyamane vijnane. This Brahma Vijnana, that I am Brahman, is discarded by the avidya. Avidya kama karma. Avidya. Avidya means not going to classes, not listening, not understanding, not getting convinced about it. All of that put together is tiraskara, is Brahma Vijnana ka. Both theoretically that the Brahma से ही आनंद आता है, ब्रह्म में ही आनंद है. ये वाला विज्ञान को तिरस्कार किया. पॉइंट 2. पॉइंट 1. पॉइंट 3 क्या है? उत्कृष्यमाणायाम च अविद्यायाम. When the vidya or vijnana is discarded, then the avidya becomes utkrishya. Avidya means avidya, kama, karma, their set becomes very, very stronger. Utkrishyamanayam cha avidyayam. By whom? Brahmadivihi. Even Brahma से लेकर all छोटे छोटे लोग, ब्रह्म में हिरण्य गर्भा कि ब्रह्मादिभिः कर्मवशात, through the karma they get those results. And who does what karma depends on what? Yatha vijnanam, as their maturity immaturity. Yet the vijnana is not brahma vijnana कि कौन सा यज्ञ कर्म करने से क्या फल मिलेगा. वो जो जिसको जाओ विज्ञान है उसके अनुसार यथा विज्ञानम विषय आदि साधन संबंध वशात. देर ऑलवेज इन संबंध विद विषय आदि साधन. मतलब इन विषयों का साधन करने के लिए इन कर्मों से यज्ञों से वो लोग संबंध जोड़ते रहते हैं. संबंध वशात च विभाव्यमान च. एंड दिस इज हाउ द experience of the ananda they get it loke anavastitah, and it is uncertain whatever they do the karma being limited, the ananda gained also is limited. Anavastita laukika, this laukika, these reflect the happiness sampadyate they get. So they get the laukika ananda. Second, it is anavastita. Third, it is a result. Fourth, it's a result of the karma. And the karma is done by them depending on their own vijnana about the कर्म फल साधना. मतलब ये फल पाने के लिए ये चाहिए या यही फल उत्कृष्ट है. This each one is conditioned in their own conceiving something as goal and knowing the means of that goal. So ब्रह्मदेव से लेकर सारे लोग, फर्स्ट थिंग इज व्हाट? देयर अविद्या हैज तिरस्कार किया विद्या विज्ञान का, ब्रह्म विज्ञान का. When the Brahma Vijnana is gone away, then Avidya became Utkrishta, means strong, more overpowering. And then, because of this Avidya, they, according to their own vasanas, they have expectation of Ananda from one or the other objects. Then each one having their own methodology or technique of procuring that object, they do various karma. Therefore, because of the karma, they get that phala, but that phala is what? Ki anavastitaha, and it is laukika. So हर बंदा अपने वासनाओं के अनुसार, which are out of the avidya of the Brahma Swarupa, कि we desire that or that object for as a source of happiness. We imagine source of happiness is that object, then we develop desire for it, and the means to develop it, we are involved in it only, in that only. पूरा मन उसमें ही रह जाता है. Therefore, we are never available for the vijnana about Parabrahma. He gain Parabrahma directly, you will have all Ananda. To this vijnana, we are do for. We only, by our own choice, by becoming very busy in it. That becoming very busy is an important point. Throughout the day, why are we not sitting and trying to discover Brahma? अपना हमारा example देख लो. Because we are busy in getting something or the other with an imagination that that is the source of happiness. And why the desire of that object? Because that are the vasanas are there. And why are we thinking that this desire position is the source of happiness? Because of avidya. What is the why avidya? There is no vijnana. What is vijnana? That in Brahman only there is infinite ananda. ये विज्ञान नहीं होने के कारण, that's called avidya कहते हैं. Then he imagines that in this or that object there is desire. That depends on the vasana. There is happiness. In this or that object there is happiness. That is how he imagines through his vasana. Then naturally, when my vasana projected that desire, to fulfill that desire, whatever my wisdom I have here, not Brahma wisdom, to obtain this object, क्या करना है सारा wisdom को लेकर मैं उसी में प्रवृत्त होता हूँ. See how important is this paragraph. So, yatha vijnanam vishayadi sadhana sambandha vashat. Yatha vijnanam, according to his own knowledge of how to get that object. Then what to do? In that vijnanam, which is vishayadi sadhana, विषयों को विषयों में इंटेलिजेंस को देने वाला वो जो भी साधना है संबंध वशात इज इन द वशा द स्लेवरी ऑफ द संबंध विद दैट कर्म एज ए कर्ता. सो विषयादि साधना संबंध वशात, है ना, विषयों को पाने के लिए जो काम करना है उसके साथ ये कर्ता के रूप में भोक्ता के रूप में संबंध जोड़ने के कारण च विभाव्यमान च लोके अनवस्थितः लौकिकः प्रपद्यते. He gets that लौकिक आनंद which is अनवस्थितः, which is uncertain. इतना मेहनत कर के मिलने के बाद भी वो परमानेंट नहीं होता. Again, you see, with this explanation, again read the sentence. That's what I am telling. भगवान शंकरा writes poetry even in the prose भाष्य. अब कभी कभी मजा भी आता है समझने में आने के टाइम, but explain correct time we have to struggle. So लौकिकः अपि आनन्दः ब्रह्म आनन्दस्य एव मात्रा. One point. Laukikananda also is the part and parcel of Brahmananda only. Then why they go for this Laukika, not Brahmananda? Reason is avidya tiraskriyamane vijnane. Because of avidya never studied Shastra, in Brahma only the infinite Ananda is there. That vijnana is not obtained, rejected. Then utkushtamanayam cha avidyayam. And therefore, when the Vijnana is rejected, Avidya becomes more and more stronger. To whom? Right from Brahmadeva on to all the lower devatas, starting from human being, which will be listed now. All of them, what they do, Brahmadvi, karma vashatu. They come in the vasha of the karma to procure an object desired. Then that yatha vijnanam. So they look at the world and they think that is the object obtainable other than the Brahman. Then to obtain it, they become slave to the karma, karma vashat, yatha vijnanam vishayadi sadhana sambandha vashat. As per their own maturity, वो विषयों का दिलवाने वाले उस कर्म में अलग अलग संबंध रखकर they involve in it. And vibhavyamana cha loke. Definitely they get their result, but anavastitaha. In this way, Laukika Ananda they sampadyate. They get the Laukika Ananda. लौकिकोऽपि आनन्दः ब्रह्मानन्दस्यैव मात्रा अविद्या तिरस्क्रियमाणे विज्ञाने उत्कृष्यमाणां च विद्यमानायां च विद्यायां ब्रह्मादिभिः कर्मवशात् यथा विज्ञानं विषयादिसाधनसम्बन्धवशात् च विभाव्यमाना च लौकिक अनवस्थितः आनन्दः. And then लोके अनवस्थितः is लौकिकः आनन्दः. ते सम्पद्यते. They go for it. So, no Vidya of Brahman, but I have avidya. Along with avidya, there are vasanas. In those vasanas, this object gives a sukha, that impression is there. And again, in the vasanas only, how to get objectwala knowledge is there. So, becoming busy in practicing the knowledge through karma to get that object, we only strengthen our avidya. Therefore, we are only going for Laukika Vishayananda. We are never informed nor inspired for the Brahma Ananda. दिस इज द रीजन. एंड वो किसके बारे में बोल रहे हैं सब? नॉट एनीवन, अपने ही बारे में. फॉर सिंपल रीजन ऑल शास्त्रास नेवर टॉक अबाउट योर नाइबर. दे डोंट टॉक अबाउट योर ऑपोजिट घर वाला, नॉट अबाउट योर बंधु मित्र इवन फैमिली मेंबर. ऑल वेदांत शास्त्रास टॉक अबाउट आवर ओन सेल्स. अपने ही बारे में अपने को बताए. So in this way, they are busy in procuring the Laukika Vishayas for the Laukika Ananda because of the tentative or variety of vasanas, and that all is because of avidya, possibility of Brahmananda. ब्रह्मानंद के बारे में नहीं पता और कन्विक्शन नहीं. सुन तो रहे हैं बट सफिशिएंट विचारणा नहीं की तो कन्विक्शन विल नॉट कम अबाउट द एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ ब्रह्मन एंड ही बीइंग सोर्स ऑफ इन्फिनिट ब्लिस. If that is not there, then like in everybody in the worldly vyavahara also, if this bank will give loan, if that conviction is not there, they go somewhere else. Therefore, there is no conviction about Brahma Ananda. Therefore, we are going for Vishayananda. And which devata goes for which Vishaya depends on his own vasana. And to procure that Vishaya, each one, whatever the knowledge they have, accordingly they work. And depending on the knowledge and workmanship, the result which they expected depends. If somebody is, knowing everything and doing very well, the Vishaya he gets will be more. Like the Vishaya is money, let us say. ना तो मनी जो बहुत मेहनत करके ज़्यादा काम करेगा तो ज़्यादा पैसे मिलेगा, कम मेहनत कम कार्य किएगा वो कम पैसे, दोनों पैसे ही। बट किसी को ज़्यादा किसी को कम, क्यों? बिकॉज देयर स्किल्स एंड एबिलिटीज एंड वर्किंग वर्कमैनशिप। क्लियर? So the Vishaya Vancha is one, then the Prayatna to get that is other one. Vishaya Vancha is because of Vasana, and how to get that object is Vijnanam, that's also part of Vasana, and implementing that Vijnana through karma, and they are busy. That bird is busy is very important. What is that? Yatha Vijnanam, Vishaya Adi Sadhana Sambandha Vasha. विषयों का पाने का जो काम करना है उसके वश में रहकर, ओके। विभाव्यमान च लोके, विभाव्यमान से obtained, अनवस्थितः, but it's not certain, continuous or permanent, लौकिकः संपद्यते। Okay, okay. Now the next one. सह एव अविद्या काम कर्म अपकर्षेण मनुष्य गंधर्वादि उत्तरोत्तर भूमिषु अकामहत विद्वत् श्रोत्रिय प्रत्यक्षः विभाव्यते शतगुणोत्तरोत्तरोत्कर्षेण यावत् हिरण्यगर्भस्य ब्रह्मणः आनन्दः इति। निरस्ते तु अविद्या कृते विषय विषय विभागे विद्यया स्वाभाविक परिपूर्णः एकः आनन्दः अद्वैतः भवति इति एवम् अर्थं विभावयिष्यन् आह। What a beautiful para it is. So we need to focus on this. Today also I will say, tomorrow also. तो दो बार थोड़ा पढ़ने से समझ में आएगा। और सेम थिंग, you only listen 2 times because it's available. Earlier people they never used to get availability of this. रिकॉर्डिंग फैसिलिटी नहीं होता था पहले, अब है। दोबारा सुनो तो मेरा टाइम बचेगा, 2 बार मुझे बताने की जरूरत नहीं होगी। हम्म 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 1 second. Such a beautiful thing it is, I tell you. Very, very fascinating way of explanation by our Bhashyakara. See, Saha Eva, that alone. Which one? Divishya Ananda. For which is the source of Brahmananda only. That alone, Saha Eva Ananda. Avidya Kama Karma Apakarshena. Okay? As and when अविद्या काम कर्म उच्चकार हृदय ग्रंथि ना अपकर्ष मीन्स उसको धीरे धीरे घटाने से, सो मैक्सिमम अविद्या काम कर्म, okay, then he will be going too much for the Vishayas, then through the Vishayas very less of the Brahmananda reflected he gets. When the avidya kama karma are reducing to that extent, his pursuit will change. Then the Brahmananda, though it is coming through Vishayas only, it starts becoming Utkrushta, बढ़ता रहता है. That's the meaning of avidya kama karma apakarshena. धीरे धीरे अविद्या काम कर्म कम होता रहता है, तो फ्रॉम द मनुष्य स्लोली ही इज इवॉल्विंग. हाउ? मनुष्य गंधर्वादि उत्तरोत्तर भूमिषु, गोइंग इनटू द हायर एंड हायर. And while he is going through, again there is a reduction in another obstruction. What is that? कि अकामहता, the कामना से हित करना वो कम हो रहा है. Then vidvatu, he is studying, becoming vidvana. Shrotriyaha, he is becoming the student of the shastras. So for him, pratyakshah vibhavyate, experienced directly. What is that? Shataguna uttara utkarshena. 100 times multifold, multifold Ananda, he will experience so. And where it culminates in Sa, Yavad Hiranyagarbhasya Brahmana Ananda. It culminates in the Hiranyagarbha Brahma Ananda. So here Brahma Ananda which is said Sayako Brahmananda, is not Parabrahma. Mind you, it is Hiranyagarbha Brahma. So, avidya kama karma reduction. So to kama hatatva reduction, shrotyatva vidya increasing, which will study 2-3 days लगेगा हमको ये पूरा आपको समझाने के लिए. I will also enjoy it. So when these are happening, then the refinement of the instruments is happening more and more from the Manushya to the Manushya Gandharva ityadi. Accordingly, the reflection of Brahmananda is becoming 100-fold multiplied. In this way, 100 jaake, the maximum reflected Ananda is in the most refined Antakarana, wherein avidya kama karma is bare minimum and kama hatatva is also absolutely less, and Shrotriya Brahmanishtatva is maximum. Shrotriya and Brahmajnana. Siddhanta. That is Brahmadeva. In him, the Ananda, reflected Ananda, is in the Utkrushta sthiti. But instead of that, there is another alternative where direct Brahmananda is gained. How it is done? Second para में बताते हैं. What he says कि निरस्ते तु अविद्याकृते विषय विषयी विभागे. When the विषय विषयी, there are two. I am the experiencer, the world is experienced. This dvandva, which is born out of avidya, when that is removed, and that is removed by what? Vidya. Which Vidya? Ekamevadvayam Brahma Vidya. With that Vidya, Swabhavikaha, Paripurnaha, Ekaha, Ananda. Natural, one's own, complete, one without second, Advaitaha Anandaha, the non-dual Ananda Bhavati happens. Iti evam artham vibhavation. To reveal this meaning to us, this Brahmananda Meemamsa is told. No, it's a very highly scientific inquiry it is. शंकर भगवान जैसे लोग ना इतने मेधावी होते हैं in their explanations and expressions that only when we lift our intellect to that level, the great subtle things what they are telling and the purpose for which they are telling doesn't click to us. That is why Bhavashankara Deshagame Sharanam. Unless we say Shruti Matre Namaha Sharanam, Bhavashankara Deshagame Sharanam, Vedavyasa Sharanam, unless we pray to these gurus and invoke their grace, what they are teaching, the sublime thing through the Upanishad Bhashya, we don't even come near to it to understand. But we have that surrender to them, prayers to them. When they bless us, as the understanding comes one side, their glory will understand, our respect, reverence towards them grows. The other side, we become clear regarding what is to be achieved and how to the sadhana to be done. What sadhana to be done? बहुत सुंदर, बहुत बढ़िया. So the two options are there. One is all the gradations of Ananda. Second is direct to Brahmananda. In the gradational Ananda, it culminates in Brahmadeva's Ananda. And that Brahmadeva's Ananda, usse pehle wale, starting from Manushya, it is increasing 100-fold. How it is increasing? By the reduction in avidya kama karma and by reduction in the kama hatatva and also increasing in the shrotriya. Three words are used in the Bhashya in the future many times. Shrotriyatva, Avrujinatva, Akamahatatva. These are the three sadhanas we are told to be doing continuously. Accordingly, our Ananda gets multiplied 100-fold. Parakashta is Brahmadeva. Instead of all that, straight away, by gaining the Brahmajnana, which is one without second, all the Vishaya Vishayi Dvaita is eliminated. Then Ekamevadvayam Aswabhavikam Brahma Anandam, which is Parautkrishta than all of them, that is explained. So, to put in front of us these two things, one is Parabrahma Ananda, second is the Uttarottara growing Ananda, which culminates in the Brahma Deva Hiranyagarbha Ananda. To present in front of us these two, this Meemamsa is done. And the explanation, who is Karma Deva, who is Ajana Jana Deva, who is Manushya Gandharva, who is Deva Gandharva, who is Pitrulokanam, Chirlokanam, is Sara Aega. That means we, depending on our sadhanas and reduction of our impurities, As the purity grows, we go to these higher levels. And just in the world also, from the clerk to the higher level, we reach in every other department of music, maybe cinema direction, maybe. So from the lowest level, we keep on growing. Engineering, maybe. Don't we grow in every profession? Medical, maybe. Politics, maybe also. Just a कार्यकर्ता 5-10 years worked. चलो इस बार काउंसिलर के लिए उनको टिकट देते. He has won it. 5 years he worked hard. Therefore, and become popular. People have he got followers. Then make him MLA. सीट दे दो उनको. एमएलए में हो गए तो क्या मिनिस्ट्री दे दो. Slowly, is it not MP बना? As it grows, in the same way, in this also. So the relatively growing Ananda we can get to, or directly the Brahmananda. Both are put in front of us. And an excellent discussion it is. The भाष्यकारा उनके मेधस को तो हमें सर झुककर उनके चरण में प्रणाम करना ही चाहिए. Let us that way invoke His grace tomorrow. Sarvam Adya Shankaraya Samasta Gurunam Charanarindharanastu. Om 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 Om. काश हमारा मेधा शक्ति इतना सूक्ष्म होता कि बिना कोई संशय के, अस्पष्टता के, यहाँ भाष्यकार और सूत्रकार मंत्रकार के द्वारा बताया हुआ हर एक चीज को यथातथ अगर हम समझ पावे तो कितनी हमें प्रेम, भक्ति, शरणागति, कृतज्ञता हमारा होगा इन गुरुजनों के प्रति. दूसरी बात, अगर इन शब्दों का अर्थ का संपूर्ण रूप से समझदारी हमको मिल जाए तो हमको लक्ष्य का सिद्धि होता है. लक्ष्य मीन्स लक्ष्य निष्ठा, इट इज कॉल्ड साध्य निष्ठा. एंड इसी क्लैरिटी के कारण साधना का भी निष्ठा. एंड देन रियली वॉकिंग इन द पाथ ऑफ साधना, दैट अनुभूति. एंड ऑल दैट इज काश हम ठीक ठीक सब कुछ समझ पाते. एंड हु कैन डू द समझ पाते है कि नहीं. द 3 important things. One is to the core, the Shuddhi of the Antakarana. Second is being very regular and sincere and serious in being to the class. Third, doing sufficient homework, manana. Shuddha Antakarana, Nitya Nirantara Shravana, Grahangatva Manana. When these three are done, what is said by Shruti Mata and Bhashyakara comes to crystal clear understanding of us. With that clarity, एक तरफ गोल भी पता चलेगा कन्विंस रूप में, मार्ग भी पता चलेगा. दूसरी तरफ such a wonderful ultimate liberating goal and means they have taught us, the Shruti Mata and Guru Parampara. Our humble reverence towards them, respect towards them, gratitude towards them, surrender towards them grows, should grow. This is how the true evolution spiritual. Let us start doing the Mimamsa tomorrow. Thank you. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramrashibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Great. Om Namo